Okay, so we're doing the Brassie Joggers sew along. Welcome to day one. And I just wanted to do a quick video. There's a question about how to widen the legs on the Brassie Joggers as shorts. So on mine, I have the back here and the front over here. I have some extra markings on here. You can just ignore those. But I have the back and the front there. And I'm just going to show you kind of what I did to widen the inner leg. This isn't required. It kind of depends on how you want your Brassie Joggers to fit around your legs. If you want them to be, snugger around your inner thigh, you can just leave them as is and cut it on the shorts line in the pattern. There is a shorts cut line. I've actually cut mine about 1.5 inches shorter than the shorts cut line because that's just how I like them to fit. So if you want me to measure my inseam here, just so you can see, I've got, about 5 inches from the crotch to kind of the bottom of my leg. So that's kind of how short I like them, but you can cut them, to your preference. As far as widening the legs, we only do it to the inner leg. Unless you just want the whole thing to be bigger, you're only going to work on the inner leg. So what I do is I just, instead of cutting at the angle, which would be per the pattern, I kind of just cut straight down. So, and then I cut, it's about 3/4 of an inch or so, maybe a little bit more than that I just kind of make a little bit straighter than the pattern is indicated. We have a little photo bomber here.
Oh, dang it.
Hi, Sophia. Hi.
Oops.
Okay. So I kind of just cut it out a little bit. Julie's asking, did I size up for my shorts? For my stretch woven pair, I did size up. So I usually make the smallest size, and I did size up 1 for the stretch woven pair. Thank you, Noah. My son's bringing me a sandwich. He's made me a triple-decker. Whoa. That's for my lunch, huh? Thank you.
No, what did I tell you about my lunch?
Yeah, just a minute, buddy. Let me finish my video, okay? I'll be right there. Life with kids home for the summer. So anyway, so I sized up for my stretch woven pair. I did not size up for my other pairs that I'm making out of knit. So I hope that kind of makes sense. If you're curious, just, size range wise, my waist is 24.5 and my hips are 34.5. So that's kind of, I usually would make an extra small, or an extra small. I made an extra small for the stretch woven pair. So, and that's just personal preference too about how tight you want it to fit. And then I did the same thing, here's the front, and I did the same thing on the inner seam. You don't want to do it to the outer seam, and this can get a little confusing because both have those swoop edges, but it's labeled in the pattern center front. And I did the same thing, just cutting it in a little bit straighter of a line rather than the angle N. And about, the same thing, about 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so, again, if you wanted to make the whole thing overall wider, you could either just simply size up, you could cut the legs a little bit farther over, you could take a smaller seam allowance. You just want to take into account, if you're going to make some of those adjustments, that's going to affect the width of your waistband as well. So as far as adjusting it for a booty, if you have a really round bottom, mine tends to be kind of flat, unfortunately, but if you have a really kind of round bottom, you could, make your back, center back seams. These are the side seams. You could make the center back seams, you could do some adjustments to that. I'm going to have to look that up, honestly, because I don't want to give you wrong information, but there's definitely an adjustment that you could do for that, and I'll see if I can find like a tutorial or a link online and post that for you. Okay, so just a really quick video to get us started. Really looking forward to sewing along with you guys, and there'll be some hacks posted along the way. If you haven't already checked out the blog post on supplies and how a sew along works, I linked, where I get my twill tape from, and my my grommets. I love my grommet press over here. I live with my grommet press. It also does snap, so I love those things too. So as far as page numbers to avoid printing when making shorts, Val's posting that. Thank you so much, Val. That's really helpful. So that's great. So If you guys have any questions, please ask. I'll be at work for part of the day today, but I will be checking back frequently, and definitely will answer questions I see them. All right, have a good day. Oh, there's another kid. Say hi, Ollie. Okay, bye guys.